anime season is freaking amazing. I mean, this season is looking freaking up. We have so many great anime coming out. So, the world is still beautiful. This series, let's talk about the all-around plot. Let's get the plot out of the way. So, pretty much it takes in a medieval-type fantasy universe of the ancient, I guess, European-type days. And we have our main female character, Nikki, a princess of this, like, I guess, kingdom, is like she can control air and water, make it rain anywhere she wants. And so she's going to this other major country like the Sun King to marry him. That's the major goal what I see from this episode, but I don't think that's the actual end goal in mind. But most likely she's going to come to this country to be able to have rain in the entire country, because where the Sun King is at, there's been no rain for years. And as you can see at the ending, it's nothing but a desert around this kingdom. So really interesting the way it was introduced, and I love the way the atmosphere and setting of this series is. It doesn't have all around the best animation I've ever seen. It, once again, is a very average animation quality from this anime season. But I feel like it does stand out, just because a lot of the animation reminds me of Romeo and Juliet's anime series. If anyone's ever watched that series, it really reminds me of with the actual visual art quality. I don't know if the same studio is making it or not, but I noticed a lot of similarities to the way the main female character was designed. So let's talk about all around what happened this episode, the characters and all that. So Nikki seems to be a backwater princess that doesn't know what's going on. She seems to be very nice, a nice princess that all princesses usually are if they're the main female character. But what we get to see is that she cares for people, and she actually really cares for the poor. And this sets up her character as a very nice character for future episodes, and most likely she's going to work with the Sun King to probably make him understand values of the poorer people instead of always just looking at the nobles. But we see another instance in this episode to where pretty much the Sun King is helping out the poor and people that are not the nobles. So, I mean, we really don't know the actual stance of who the Sun King is. We don't know if he's a good guy or not, but I love the way they introduced his character and just the way he's sitting in the throne like a fucking badass, and he's like, I'm King Levius. So I was like, what the hell? And then you have the freaking ending song start playing, you just see him sleeping. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? It was a still frame ending with the music. I was like, what? So I was just very confused about that, but besides that, let's talk about the music. The music was beautiful. I love the way the music really just made an ancient, European type style atmosphere. It really complemented a lot of these scenes in this episode, and I really did enjoy that ending song and opening song. The ending and opening songs were definitely beautiful, and I definitely saw just the beauty in the way it was sung. I really enjoyed that. So let's actually talk about overall, is this series recommendable for people to watch this anime season? Yeah, it is, honestly. It definitely stands out. Once again, another series stands out. It definitely is different from the average anime series we get usually each season. Because, I mean, we may sometimes get, a fantasy series that takes place with demons and dragons and stuff. But I don't see no major fantasy elements like that. All I saw was like a supernatural power that the main princess female character can use, that she could control the wind. So, I like that. I like maybe there's not a lot of, supernatural type creatures in the series. Hopefully they stick it to these type of themes and make it to where she's just special to be able to control the weather, which would be pretty freaking badass. I wonder exactly if this will turn into a politic type, economic type series. I mean, it can. I mean, we have a princess marrying to a king, okay? And so maybe it might evolve and do something like that. Something of qualities I really enjoy in my anime, like politics and economics. So really, this anime has potential. It really does. And I do recommend this to a lot of people to watch. I don't know if this series is going to be for everybody. It definitely wouldn't. There is some comedy moments in this episode that definitely just feels out of place, but sometimes it's freaking hilarious. I think they're trying to just uplift Nikki's character. They're trying to get you more in depth with her character where you can understand her values more. But there was a scene in this episode that was like, what? At first, it seemed like we had some serious moments. Even the comedy felt a little bit serious too. But we get to see a scene to where it was like fourth wall breaking. Like the two bandits that were stealing from our main princess says, oh, we got to please our male viewers, and they were about to freaking cut off the female's clothes. I was like, what the hell? They fourth wall broke the freaking show. So I don't know if this is going to turn into a comedy, or I don't know if that was just for kicks and giggles. I don't know. But I enjoyed this first episode. I think it was a good episode to introduce us to the characters, the plot, the atmosphere, and all around the world. So tell me your thoughts on this episode of The World is Still Beautiful, and did you enjoy this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Everybody, love you so much. Chibi out.